What if I told you there's a place where grizzly bears fish for salmon beneath glaciers the size of cities, where the aurora borealis dances across midnight skies, and where America's tallest peak pierces through clouds, while glaciers carve fjords into pristine wilderness? Welcome to Alaska, the last great frontier where untamed nature reigns supreme, and adventure awaits around every breathtaking corner. Hey eco-travelers! Welcome back to Eco-Nomad Travel, your guide to exploring the world's most stunning destinations sustainably. Today, we're venturing to Alaska, a land of superlatives that offers everything from calving glaciers and breaching whales to vibrant frontier towns and indigenous cultures. We're counting down the top 12 places that reveal Alaska's wild heart and soul. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our sustainable travel guides. And if Alaska's wilderness is calling your name, show some love with a thumbs up. Let's explore the last frontier together. Ready? Let's go! Starting at number 12, Seward, the gateway to Kenai Fjords and one of Alaska's most charming coastal towns. This picturesque port sits at the head of Resurrection Bay, surrounded by snow-capped mountains that plunge directly into the sea. Seward is the starting point for unforgettable glacier and wildlife cruises, where you'll spot humpback whales, orcas, sea otters, and puffins. Walk along the scenic waterfront, visit the excellent Alaska Sea Life Center to learn about marine conservation, and hike the challenging Mount Marathon Trail for panoramic views. Just be prepared for a steep 3,000-foot climb. The town maintains its small fishing village character while offering excellent seafood restaurants and outdoor outfitters. Summer brings the famous Mount Marathon Race on July 4th, Alaska's oldest foot race. Would you tackle Mount Marathon or spend the day on a glacier cruise? At number 11, Homer, the halibut fishing capital of the world, and an artsy, laid-back community on the edge of Kachemak Bay. The iconic Homer Spit, a 4.5-mile natural land formation extending into the bay, is lined with fishing charters, galleries, and quirky shops. Homer offers world-class halibut and salmon fishing, kayaking among sea otters and seals, and spectacular views of volcanic peaks across the bay. Take a water taxi to remote beaches for tide pooling and beachcombing. Visit artist studios in the downtown area and catch the midnight sun painting mountains gold in summer. The town has a thriving farm-to-table scene with local seafood, oysters, and produce. Homer's relaxed vibe attracts artists, anglers, and nature lovers seeking authentic Alaskan experiences. Fresh-caught halibut or kayaking with otters? What's your Homer priority? Number 10 brings us to Sitka, Alaska's most beautiful town, where Russian heritage meets Tlingit culture on an island accessible only by sea or air. Once the capital of Russian America, Sitka boasts the stunning St. Michael's Cathedral, with its iconic blue onion domes and the oldest Russian building in Alaska. Walk along the waterfront, where sea otters float on their backs and bald eagles perch in trees. Sitka has one of North America's highest bald eagle populations. Visit Sitka National Historical Park to see impressive totem poles and learn about Tlingit traditions. Hike to Indian River Falls, or take a wildlife cruise to spot humpback whales and sea lions. The lack of road access keeps Sitka authentically Alaskan and less crowded than other ports. Russian history or totem poles? Which side of Sitka intrigues you most? At number 9, Katmai National Park, home to the world-famous Brooks Falls, where massive brown bears catch leaping salmon in mid-air. This remote wilderness protects the largest population of protected brown bears on Earth, with over 2,200 bears inhabiting the park. July brings peak salmon runs, when you might see 20 to 40 bears fishing from elevated viewing platforms just feet away. It's one of the planet's most incredible wildlife spectacles. Beyond bears, Katmai features the Valley of 10,000 Smokes, a vast volcanic landscape from the 1912 Nova Rupta eruption. Access is by float plane only from Anchorage or King Salmon, making this a true bucket list adventure. The park strictly limits visitors to protect the ecosystem, so book well in advance. How long could you watch bears catching salmon without getting bored? Number 8 takes us to Wrangell St. Elias National Park, America's largest national park, 6 times the size of Yellowstone, and a realm of staggering superlatives. This UNESCO World Heritage Site contains 9 of North America's 16 highest peaks, the largest concentration of glaciers on the continent, and landscapes that look like they're from another planet. The historic Kennecott Mines, abandoned copper mining buildings painted brilliant red against glacier backdrops, offer fascinating glimpses into Alaska's mining past. Hike on the massive Root Glacier without technical gear, explore abandoned mine buildings, and drive the rough McCarthy Road for adventure. The park is incredibly remote with minimal facilities, rewarding intrepid travelers with unparalleled solitude. Most visitors never leave the road system, meaning true wilderness is just a hike away. Glacier hiking or mining history. What draws you to Wrangell St. Elias? At number 7, Mendenhall Glacier, Juneau's iconic river of ice flowing from the massive Juneau ice field and one of Alaska's most accessible glaciers. This 13-mile-long glacier sits just 12 miles from downtown Juneau, with a visitor center, viewing platforms, and trails suitable for all abilities. Hike the popular West Glacier Trail to walk on the glacier itself, paddle a kayak to the glacier face through icebergs, or take the easier Photo Point Trail for classic glacier views. The glacier has been rapidly retreating. It's receded over 2 miles since 1929, making it a powerful climate change indicator. Visit the Steep Creek viewing area during salmon spawning season to watch black bears fishing just yards from the trail. Summer brings wildflowers and waterfalls cascading from surrounding mountains. Would you hike on the glacier or kayak among icebergs? Number 6 is Fairbanks, Alaska's Golden Heart City, and the best place to witness the mesmerizing aurora borealis dancing across Arctic skies. Located just 198 miles south of the Arctic Circle, Fairbanks offers world-class northern lights viewing from late August through April, with peak season February through March. Experience bone-chilling winters with temperatures dropping to -40 degrees Fahrenheit, or visit during summer solstice when the midnight sun creates 24-hour daylight. Soak in natural hot springs at Chena Hot Springs Resort. Visit the fascinating Museum of the North and take a riverboat cruise with sled dog demonstrations. Drive the Dalton Highway toward Prudhoe Bay, crossing the Arctic Circle and experiencing tundra landscapes. Fairbanks maintains authentic frontier character with gold rush history and strong indigenous heritage. Fairbanks extremes are real. Are you Team Northern Lights winter or midnight sun summer? At number 5, Juneau, Alaska's capital city accessible only by boat or plane, nestled between the Gastineau Channel and towering mountains. This unique capital has no road connections to the outside world, creating an island feel despite being on the mainland. Ride the Mount Roberts Tramway for stunning aerial views. Explore downtown's historic buildings and vibrant art scene, and join whale-watching tours where humpbacks breach and bubblenet feed. Visit the Alaska State Museum for indigenous art and history. Hike up Mount Juneau for eagle's eye perspectives, and explore nearby Tracy Arm Fjord with its massive glaciers and seal colonies. Juneau balances Government Center with outdoor adventure base camp perfectly. The Taku Glacier Lodge offers scenic flight seeing and glacier views with salmon bakes. City culture or wilderness excursions. How would you split your Juneau time? At number 4, Anchorage, Alaska's largest city where modern urban amenities meet wild nature at the doorstep. Home to 40% of Alaska's entire population, Anchorage surprises visitors with its sophistication. Excellent restaurants, breweries, and museums, all with mountains and glaciers visible from downtown. Walk or bike the 11-mile Tony Knowles Coastal Trail along the coast, where you might spot moose, beluga whales, and bald eagles. Visit the Anchorage Museum for world-class Alaska Native art and polar exhibitions. Explore local breweries and farm-to-table restaurants, and use the city as your base camp for day trips. Anchorage sits just 40 miles from stunning wilderness, making it possible to hike a glacier, see wildlife, and enjoy craft cocktails all in one day. The city hosts festivals year-round, including the famous Iditarod Start. Urban exploration or nature day trips. What's your Anchorage style? Number 3 brings us to Kenai Fjords National Park, where massive tidewater glaciers calve house-sized chunks of ice into the sea with thunderous crashes. The park protects 40 glaciers flowing from the 700-square-mile Harding ice field, one of North America's largest ice fields. Take a boat tour from Seward to witness glaciers actively calving, spot humpback whales breaching, orcas hunting, and thousands of seabirds nesting on rocky cliffs. The challenging Harding Icefield Trail rewards hikers with panoramic views across an endless white expanse. Bring serious gear for this 8-mile round trip with 3,000 feet of elevation gain. Kayaking among icebergs and seals in Ayalik Bay offers intimate glacier experiences. The park's coastal location creates unique ecosystems where rainforest meets ice. Would you watch glaciers calve from a boat or tackle the Harding Icefield hike? At number 2, Glacier Bay National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where 16 tidewater glaciers tumble into icy fjords, creating one of Earth's most dramatic landscapes. This 3.3 million-acre wilderness sits in southeast Alaska, accessible primarily by cruise ship or boat charter, keeping visitor numbers low and experiences intimate. Watch the massive Marjorie Glacier calve with booming explosions echoing across the water. Kayak through ice-filled waters, past seals lounging on icebergs, and spot humpback whales feeding in nutrient-rich waters. The bay has undergone rapid glacial retreat since 1750. It was entirely covered by ice just 250 years ago, making it a living laboratory for studying glacier dynamics and ecosystem recovery. Ranger-led programs explain the fascinating science of glacial rebound and succession. Limited access keeps this park pristine. Is that exclusive feel appealing or frustrating? And at number 1, Denali National Park and Preserve, home to North America's tallest mountain, Denali, towering 20,310 feet above sea level and visible from 200 miles away on clear days. This 6 million-acre wilderness protects an intact subarctic ecosystem teeming with grizzly bears, wolves, moose, caribou, and Dall sheep. Only one road penetrates the park, and private vehicles are restricted beyond mile 15, preserving the wilderness character and concentrating wildlife viewing along the park road. Take the park bus deep into the backcountry for the best chances of spotting the Big Five animals and experiencing true tundra landscapes. Summer brings wildflowers carpeting valleys, while autumn transforms the landscape into brilliant reds and golds. Only 30% of visitors actually see Denali's peak due to weather. The mountain creates its own clouds. Backpacking or bus tours. How would you experience Denali? And there you have it, the top 12 best places to visit in unseen Alaska. From Denali's towering majesty to Katmai's bear-filled rivers, Alaska offers raw wilderness and unforgettable adventures that exist nowhere else on Earth. Ready to plan your Alaskan expedition? Visit us at economidtravel.com for detailed sustainable travel guides, wildlife viewing tips, and eco-friendly tour recommendations. All the booking links for glacier cruises, wilderness lodges, and once-in-a-lifetime experiences are in the description below. Which Alaskan destination captured your wild heart? Drop your favorite in the comments. If you loved this video, hit that like button and subscribe to Eco-Nomad Travel for more sustainable travel guides. Turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, travel responsibly and explore with purpose. See you in the next one.